Can you tell when your coworkers show up in a bad mood? They can tell when you do too.
Equip your teams with easy, actionable tools to boost resilience, productivity, and morale. Hire Ramsey Bergeron.
Everybody needs this education. Like, they should teach this kind of stuff in high school.
I was going to recommend him to our CEO of our company. I've heard some of their motivational speakers they brought in, and none of them could compare to this one.
So we're going to talk about what is that lens that you're currently looking at the world through, and how can you take that step back to view it more objectively and have more awareness of how you respond versus react. It is up to you what you want to do with your life and what battles you want to fight. And the more you can get an understanding of how stress affects you, the less you actually have to fight with reality, and you can learn and grow. What affects your life is the energy with which you show up every day. You can be the most knowledgeable person in your field, the smartest man in your company, but if you go in with a bad attitude, what's going to happen?
Ramsey delivers inspiring keynotes with quick tips and offers development workshops that transform your team's culture.
A lot of us here were remote workers and we're nonstop going. I just think he nailed it with every single point that he talked about with multitasking.
Brought out real world examples, which makes it much more relatable than just hearing somebody speak at you or to you.
I work with executives and sales teams a lot, and I had an executive this happened with. He said, he didn't dislike his job. He said, I hate my job. So now I'm walking around all day treating everyone bad because my energy is I hate my job. It's like, do you hate your job or do you dislike Betty in accounting? Is there a Betty here? I'm so sorry. Is there a Betty? A Betty? All right. So getting clear, what is it, the real core of the issue, then you can actually find out what are the facts. 75% of people that lose their jobs, it's due to emotional intelligence. So your legacy in your life is determined by whether you react or respond to situations. There's no judgment, but the only thing that defines who you are is what you do. And by creating that space between something happening and that cake hitting the floor, you can decide, who am I, how do I want to show up that's in alignment? And if you spend your whole life reacting to situations, you're not even deciding who you are. You're not deciding, this is who I want to be. And then your legacy is determined by default instead of by design. What you think doesn't define who you are. How you feel doesn't define who you are. The only thing that defines who you are the actions you take.
Connect with Ramsey Bergeron today to learn how he can help your organization thrive.